Hey everyone, Elon and Tesla have been very busy on Twitter lately. We're going to go through each of them. Stay tuned. Hey there, Jeff from Pure Tesla. On this episode of Tesla Tweets, we're going to go through the Model Y. We're going to get to a couple of questions about the Model 3 in snow and a couple of other random things. So let's get started. So as I'm sure you're all aware, Tesla released the information about their Model Y at their Model Y unveiling event on March 14th. You'll notice that a lot of the car is very similar to the Model 3. It is built on the Model 3 chassis. It has a lot of the same features, including the same type of screen, same type of dashboard design. Really, the biggest difference is that it's a crossover SUV, so it has a little bit more height to it in the back, and it has an optional 7-seat package available for an additional upgrade. It also has a very cool panoramic roof. The Model 3 roof has a bar right in the middle of it. The Model Y does not have that, which is really cool. So Model Y is out. It has a range of price between the rear-wheel drive standard version, which will be $39,000. That will not be available until 2021. But the models that will be launching as of the end of next year are the long-range rear-wheel drive, the long-range all-wheel drive, and the performance model. Those range anywhere from $47,000 to $60,000. When asked about how you can fit 7 people essentially into a little bit bigger Model 3, Elon responded on Twitter saying that it's designed to feel much bigger inside than it looks like on the outside, and that's an extremely important design principle. I think part of that is that large panoramic roof without the seam in it. It allows people that are sitting in the way back to feel like they have much more headspace and are in a much more open vehicle given that panoramic roof. Stemming from the Model Y unveiling event, Elon had tweeted out that there was something that we just didn't catch. Apparently, about a minute into the event, they threw up on the screen a very brief teaser photo of the Cyberpunk truck that Elon is super excited about, the pickup truck. Up on the screen right now is the photo that they had put up on the screen. People are speculating back and forth. Is that the front? Is that the back? And I'll show you real quick the way in which they've adjusted the brightness and everything to give you a little bit more detail. But I'm really excited to see what comes of the pickup truck. I think it will be definitely futuristic, but I think it will be something that is done very tastefully and will be done very well. So excited to hear more about that in the coming months. Elon tweeted out a reminder for us about the upcoming slight price increase to all of the vehicles except for the standard range Model 3. He stated that it's a reminder to buy our sexy vehicles, because now he has an S, a 3, an X, and a Y, and the 3 is there because Ford wouldn't let him use the Model E. Not sure if you guys ever heard that. A quick little lesson there. The prices rise slightly worldwide. He had stated that it was midnight on Monday, which I believe to be technically midnight on Tuesday. So if you count 11:59 and 59 seconds on Monday is where I believe the prices will increase. So definitely check out Tesla.com if you are interested in purchasing, and you'll probably save a couple of $1,000s if you order prior to tonight's deadline. Elon went on to clarify, saying, "To be clear, orders are fully refundable even after you've had your Tesla for a week." Somebody went on to correct him, saying that the policy was 1 week, not after a week. Elon then responded to that person and said, "If someone really wants to return the car in good faith, they can do it on the 8th day." We have an update about European Model 3 shipments, especially to the UK. Somebody tweeted at Elon saying, "When can we have the Model 3 shipping in the UK?" Elon responded saying, "It might arrive in June, but definitely by the end of summer." Somebody then followed up and said, "All right-hand drive Model 3s will deliver around the same time?" Elon responded, "Not exactly the same time, as countries have different regulations and shipping, different, essentially, operational type issues." He also said, quote, "This causes some media confusion, as batch builds and ship arrival times can make our sales teams look great one month and terrible the following month, but consumer tastes don't actually change all that much. So massive month-over-month changes are usually because of the production and shipping schedules." So, good news to all of you European folk that are looking for a right-hand drive vehicle. They are coming, and it should be by the end of summer. With the software update that adds additional range to most particularly the rear-wheel drive long-range version of the Tesla Model 3, There's been some questions that have come up. One of them stated, I thought the all-wheel drive provided the best range because you can split the work between the motors. Single motor Model 3 shows 325 miles, while the dual is 310 estimated range. Elon responded with a very scientific response, so hang on. Model 3 partial permanent magnet induction motor, especially with silicon carbide inverter, is so efficient that it outdoes two induction motors. If we could decouple forward induction motor to avoid spin losses, then range of dual might be higher, but that's a lot of complexity. To me, that entire tweet was a lot of complexity, but it does say that it's very difficult to split power between the two motors, so that's probably why it has not been realized yet in the Model 3. Who knows to say that might happen in the future, but as of right now, that's not their focus area. There was an article from Electric that Elon responded to saying that Texas is trying to block Tesla from even servicing its cars in direct opposition to the car dealership model that has so long been in existence. The issue here is that Texas is not a recognized sales state for Tesla. They have to do a bunch of workarounds in order to even sell vehicles in the state, and now Texas is looking at potentially blocking even servicing the vehicles that are in existence in that state. It's a very big issue. Elon responded to that article tweet from Electric by saying, wow, this is crazy. It goes against the interests of all Texans. Lexi Heft on Twitter asked Elon, will Giga open up to public tours? If not by walk-in, then at least by reservation? And Elon then responded, definitely down the road once construction and upgrades aren't so crazy. So, need a little breathing room, and then we'll let people in. The Tesla Proper account tweeted out an article from Popular Mechanics talking about how does the Model 3 do in snow? Amazingly. And it shows Popular Mechanics and their experiences in track mode in the snow. Elon then responded saying, still get this question a lot, even in Norway, which has the highest Tesla cars per person on Earth, which is awesome. Also, all-wheel drive is nice to have, but definitely not required for snow and ice. Somebody then responded to him saying, I love my Model 3 in the snow. Snow tires plus rear-wheel drive is amazing. Elon responded, exactly. In fact, it's better to have rear-wheel drive with winter tires than all-wheel drive with summer tires. We appreciate the extra expenditure. People decide to do all-wheel drive, but it is certainly not critical for snowy regions. So, just another +1 for the snow tire rear-wheel drive mix. I happen to have dual motor on my car with the standard all-season tires, and it was phenomenal this winter in the snow. I can't even imagine what adding snow tires to that mix would be. We got a quick software update question. Update on no confirmation on nav or autopilot and enhanced summon. Know you guys need to make sure it's safe, etc., but would be very excited for these features and would love to have a ballpark guess. Elon responded saying, started rolling it out a few days ago. Always start slow, find those rare corner cases, and then continue the rollout. So, that's to say, people are starting to get both of those features, and you should be on the lookout. I would imagine that means the next couple weeks we'll see a larger scale rollout of Nav on Autopilot without confirmation, and also enhanced summon. Our last tweet comes from Teslarati, which was then retweeted by Elon. It was stating that 2019.8.2, the latest software update, shows packing a little bit more performance for each of the Model 3 vehicles. Excited to hear about that additional 5% performance boost. If you've gotten 2019.8.2 and you've felt that little extra power, certainly talk about it in the comments below. That rounds out the Tesla tweets for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it and found it informational. Feel free to react to any of the things that you heard about in the comments below. Share your thoughts, opinions, and ideas. And certainly looking forward to collecting the next batch of Tesla tweets and sharing it with you on a future episode. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and we will see you on the next episode. Take care, guys.